6 months. That's all it took to completely change my life. At 20 years old, I was studying at university with 50 pounds to my name, headed down the traditional path to a job that I did not care about. Now, at 22, I make 5 figures a month, work wherever I want, living the life that I used to dream about. You see, this didn't happen overnight, and I still have a long way to go to achieve all of my goals. But those 6 months, they set up the foundations for everything I've achieved so far, and for the trajectory of where I'm headed. And I've seen countless others do the same, whether they're clients, friends, people I've met along the way in business, and they've come from all different walks of life, different backgrounds, different starting points. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 rules that we followed to change our lives so that you can do the same. Rule number 1, get clear on your burning building. Imagine this. In one scenario, you're running towards an ice cream truck. In another scenario, you're running out of a burning building. In which scenario do you think you're running faster? The burning building, obviously. So to change your life, you need to be clear on what you're running away from, and that is your burning building. For me, it was landing a job where I'd be stuck in an office all day, commuting to and from work, and having 2 weeks of holiday every single year. That vision terrified me, and it was so clear to me that I couldn't stop thinking about it. It pushed me to take action every single day because I knew that I was running away from a life that I didn't want. You have to ask yourself, what does failure look like? What are you running away from? Because at the end of the day, this is going to push you more than anything else will. It will create so much urgency that you'll have to take action. The second rule is getting clear on your why. Your burning building is going to get you moving, but your why is going to be what keeps you focused on where you're going. The clearer you are on what you want to achieve, where you want to be, what it looks like, what it smells like, the easier it is to get there. You have to think to yourself, where do you want to live? What do you want to do each day? Who do you want to be around? Make this as clear as possible and come back to it every so often to build on it. Once you can see a very clear image in your head, it's amazing how the universe conspires with you to make it happen. I knew that I didn't want to work in the corporate life, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted my life to look like. So I took the time to map it out, visualize it, tell all my friends and family about it. Because the more you tell other people, the more pressure you're going to have on yourself to perform. You see, human beings will do more to not look bad in front of others than they will to improve themselves. The third rule is believe in yourself. Now, this might sound cliche, but the thing is, if you don't believe it can happen, then it definitely won't. Because belief is the foundation of everything. It keeps you going when it gets hard. It keeps you going when you're not seeing immediate results. It keeps you going when doubt starts to creep in. If you struggle with belief, then choose to borrow it from others. I chose to invest into myself and surround myself with people who were like-minded, and I still do to this very day. I surround myself with people who've done what I've done so that I can actually see that it's possible, and it gives me that fuel that I can do it myself. The fourth rule is cutting out distractions and managing your time. In those first 6 months, consistency and momentum is everything. And to stay consistent and keep that momentum, you have to eliminate all distractions, vices, everything that's going to take you off track, because you need to manage your time and energy wisely. And here's what works for me. I deleted all social media that didn't help me. So TikTok was gone, Twitter was gone. I used Facebook and Instagram to land roles as a digital deal maker, so I obviously kept those. I also stopped drinking and cut out any vices that kind of drained my energy and made me feel slow. I created a schedule and stuck to it. There were non-negotiables in there, like going to the gym every single day. I blocked out time to do that consistently. I blocked out time to learn sales, to practice sales, and also to outreach to influencers and online businesses so I could land a digital deal-making position. You have to remember that every time you're saying yes to a distraction, you're saying no to your goals. And this is a tip that I recommend you use. You should ask yourself whenever you're presented a decision, what would my future self who has achieved my goals do? Because if the answer is no, they wouldn't do it, then don't. The fifth rule is continuous improvement. I focused on building high-value skills. For me, that was sales, communication, because these had a direct impact how much money I was going to make as a digital deal maker. But it's not just about your mind, it's also about your body. I made sure to exercise regularly, sleep well, eat well, because the thing is, your body will have a massive, massive impact on how you perform with your mind. And on top of that, when you feel confident physically and mentally, it will show in the quality of your inputs and therefore it will show in your outputs. It's important to remember that every skill you learn and develop is going to compound over time. So even small 1% improvements every day can compound like crazy over 6 months. You see, those 6 months changed everything for me. I went from being on a traditional path that I didn't care about to living a life that I always dreamed of. You see, it wasn't easy, but it was simple. I got clear on what I was running away from. I got clear on what I was running towards. I believed I could do it. I cut out distractions that were wasting my time and energy. And I committed to continuously improving myself. These 5 rules aren't just ideas, they're actionable steps that you can implement starting today to start changing your life for the better, like I have and countless others. Now, I hope you have a great day, and remember, jump and build on the way down.